Welcome students, this is video 5 in our countdown to star. We're going to talk about multiplying binomials today. In class we talked about different methods with multiplying binomials. Multiplying binomials looks like this. You have two expressions that each have two things. So those are binomials because they each have two terms on the inside of them. We talked about the box method, which had a window pane, kind of like a Punnett square in biology. We talked about double distribute, which had you breaking apart this first one and doing x times x plus 3 and then plus 2 times x plus 3. So you wrote the second one twice and you broke apart the first one. In some classes they did FOIL, and FOIL was a series of arrows where you did, like the double rainbow we did in class, but you had two double rainbows across the top and a double rainbow across the bottom. For our video today, we're going to concentrate on the box method, but if you understand and do the other methods, they all work and they all do the same thing. Alright, if I were trying to multiply x plus 2 times x plus 3, which was the one from the other side, I would set up my box. I always put the first one across the top, but that's not a requirement. You can put it down the side if you want, and then x plus 3 down here. So you multiply the front numbers. 1 times 1 is 1. X times x is x squared. So this is 1x squared. 1x times 2 is 2x. And then I'm done with this part. I'm not going to use that anymore. So then I switch to 3. 3 times 1x is 3x. And that's plus 3x. And then 3 times 2 is a positive 6. And now I'm done with that one also. This makes up the front part of the answer, x squared. This makes up the back part of the answer, plus 6. And the middle part is found by combining these two. 3x plus 2 is 5x. And so the answer is x squared plus 5x plus 6. We multiplied two binomials to create a trinomial. Okay? Let's take a look at another example. 2x minus 2 times x minus 5. So 2x minus 2 across the top, x minus 5 down the side. So 1x times 2x is 2x squared. Always when we put x and x together, we get x squared. X times a negative 2 is negative 2x. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10x. And negative 5 times negative 2 is positive 10. Front part of the answer, back part of the answer. Middle comes from combining negative 10 and negative 2 to make negative 12x. Okay. Alright, let's look at an example where something different happens. 2x minus 2 times 2x plus 2. 2x minus 2, 2x plus 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. X and x always makes x squared. 2x times a negative 2x is negative 4x. 2 times the 2x is positive 4x, and 2 times the negative 2 is negative 4. Front part of the answer, back part of the answer. Combine these to make the middle. 4x minus 4x is nothing. That goes away. And so this just becomes 4x squared minus 4. So this is one of the only situations where you end up with a binomial, and it's because the middle term is really 0x. It goes away. Okay? Alright. A lot of these problems come in the middle of a more complicated problem. So you might see something like this. X plus 2 times x minus 1 plus 2 times x minus 6. And so what you have to be able to do is you have to be able to see, alright, that's a box method problem there. So I'm going to come down here to the side and take care of that. X plus 2 and x minus 1. X times x is x squared. X times 2 is positive 2x. Negative 1 times x is negative 1x. Negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. So this is the front part of the answer, x squared. This is the back part of the answer. Combine these two. Negative 1 plus 2 is positive 1x. But then I still have to finish this part of the problem, and this is a standard double rainbow. So 2 times x is a positive 2x, and 2 times a negative 6 is a negative 12. Then it becomes combining like terms. There are no other x squared, so that comes down. 1x combines with 2x to make 3x. Negative 2 and negative 12 is negative 14. Sometimes they put them in the form of an application problem. So you might have a rectangle that has an x plus 2 side and an x minus 6 side. And so really this becomes its own box problem. Just split up the x and the minus 6 this way. X times x is x squared, x times 2 is 2x, negative 6 times x is negative 6x, negative 6 times 2 is negative 12. Front part of the answer, back part of the answer, negative 6 plus 2, negative 6 plus 2 is negative 4x. There you go. So anytime you're asked to simplify or multiply binomials, this works. It also works backwards. If someone says to factor this, and the answer choices look like these binomials, like x minus 6 and x plus 2, you can do the box method to all of your answer choices and see which ones make this answer. Okay, that's the end.